Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Ning, your career coach and employment counselor. So today I got a question from the parent of a grade 8 student. Is it too early for a child to know what they want to do at, say, grade 8 or 9? My answer to that is it really depends case by case. It's absolutely a good thing to start figuring out what kind of interest and value and strength does your child have, so that you don't need to go all the curveballs or do the extra steps or regretful later on in life. It's absolutely nothing to lose. So I highly recommend you, if you have a child or thinking about whether or not I should do the career assessment, I highly recommend you to start doing it earlier than later, just because especially around the age of grade 9 or so, you should already have a fairly good idea. So you can, using the grade 10 to 12, to build towards the college or the experience that you wanted to. So this is what I call the back-forward approach, right? The framework I use is usually backdated. So what I mean by that is doing a career assessment or career exploration will greatly help you to reduce the chance of wasting your energy at some other different areas or being overly spread out with all sorts of different things trying to develop. Because at the age of grade 12 or grade 11, you should already start putting almost most of your energy into applying for that next step. So that being said, you need to be fully clear by grade 10 or 11 what exactly you want to do, so that you can, based on that particular career goal, trace it back and to see what kind of action steps you need to get there. So for instance, if you wanted to be a registered nurse, or if you wanted to be an automobile repair person, the path could be drastically different. And especially in Canada, where majority of field only recognize specialized professionals. That means you need to go pass through some certifications, some licensing, maybe joining associations, and all those takes time. So it's not like how perhaps in China, where if you're a plumber, you don't have to get the certificate. Here, trades or many other things that we Asian people usually look down upon are actually highly sought after and require a huge level of professionalism by a big long commitment of joining the apprenticeship or doing some practicum or experiences before you can be actually getting out there and start working. So my suggestion to you is the earlier you can, the more, the moment you're able to afford such career exploration. I did mine at pretty much pre-college days. So right after I finished grade 12, I immediately, well, that's the time I got to Canada as well. As me, a person who's really exquisite and analytical and always curious about myself, that just comes natural to me, right? For me, making an informed and systematic decision about the next step, it needs to be at least the right direction. I don't want to waste the next couple of my years choosing the wrong career and ended up hating it or switching major. All of these would cost me drastic amount of money, especially my parents doesn't really help me with my tuition, so it's all on me. Thus, I was making the informed decision of paying almost like a whole $500 for doing like a 1 or 2 days of assessment at KPU. So I would say don't be too stingy in this kind of investment, because at before grade 10, this is a really critical phase for your child or for the youth to figuring out what's the next step, what I should focus on, what kind of a skill set I should develop, so they can really channeling all their energy into these things and then make it work, get to the next step, being ahead of others. So yes, do your career assessment, career exploration, invest those for your child as soon as you can. Okay, so that's the first question. Now, in terms of whether or not it's too late, for some of you out there who are thinking, oh my gosh, I've already maybe third year in my university, is this too late? It's never too late, okay, never. I mean, it's better late than never, okay? I guess I should put it that way. Even if you feel like, oh, geez, I'm not actually 100% sure if I'm doing the right thing, is this the right major, then go ahead and start investigate, start doing some analytical and real work on career exploration. Look at, okay, what are my strengths? Because this is the critical and the foundation for any other things that you need to do for your career. Without knowing your interest, your passion, or a goal, you're pretty much shooting the arrow towards emptiness. It's a vast, directionless or goalless kind of hazy state. You don't want to be in that. So please, I suggest you to look into career exploration if you haven't already as your first step for any career planning. Okay, that's the tip for today. Thanks for joining me. I'm Ning. I'll see you next time. Bye now.